Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com. Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
30-13, not yet, another reverse. Breaking tackles, dives to the end zone. Touchdown, Rangers.
16 seconds, really close up the corner. Rotates to Wilson, she fires the three. Oh my God, it went in! Cavaliers pull ahead by one.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com.
Well, good afternoon. Well, I should say good morning, everybody. We've got an 11 a.m. first pitch here this afternoon at St. Andrews High School. Jack Farrell joining you here today for what will be a pseudo doubleheader. It's a doubleheader, but against two different teams, so it's more like St. Andrews is just going to be playing a couple games today. We are getting ready to go here as St. Andrews will be on the mound first, of course, to start this thing. Cole Nasconi will be pitching today for your Highlanders. The visiting Houston Christian Mustangs have made the trip up today. They will be playing another game at St. Stephen's, I believe, this afternoon, another school here in Austin. And I believe that we will be carrying that game on the Vype Live network as well. So if you're a Houston Christian fan, we've got the hookup for you today in the Austin area. Houston Christian enters at 1-2 in conference play. St. Andrews just 0-1, so they're still looking to pick up that first conference win. For Houston Christian, their starting lineup, leading off and DHing today is going to be Mark Henning, number 21. He's in the on-deck circle now. Zach Munton, number 4, the catcher, hitting second. Will Allen, shortstop, 3. Davis Frank out in right field will be batting 4th. Trace Langford, first baseman. Then Taylor Freeman, second base. Matt Zatopek, he is at second base today. No, excuse me, he's at third base. And Aiden Warren is the man in the 8th spot. And then Braden BR will round things out in the 9th spot. For St. Andrews, as we mentioned, Cole Nasconi, he will be pitching today for the Highlanders. He's also batting 4th. Jake Garcia leading things off for the Highlanders. Chris Jarrett in cleanup. Charlie Welland is batting 3rd. As the first pitch of the ball game for Nasconi misses for a ball. That's outside, ball 2. So starting things off, a quick 0-2 count for Cole. As that one's hit well over the first baseman, but that's going to be a foul ball. Some good contact. Just got around on it a bit too early. Mark Henning, as we mentioned, the DH lefty. So in this one, St. Andrews will be hitting with their pitcher, but Mustangs will not. The 2-1, as that one's fouled back into the net. So strike 2, the count goes even. Houston with the blue jersey tops as he takes strike 3. First out of the inning. Mark Henning goes down looking. So first K of the day for Cole Nasconi. First pitch of the at-bat for Zach Munton is a swing and strike. Zach, number 4, playing catcher. As we were mentioning before, Houston Christian with the blue jersey tops. Black script with the white outline, black stripes down the shoulders. Of course, the gray pants for the away team. Got the high blue socks. St. Andrews with the icy whites today. That's a take and strike. One swing and one take, and he's down 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 up, 2 down on strikes here in the top of the first inning. Cole Nasconi off to a good start. Brings up number 13, Will Allen. He's a big righty. A lot of power behind his swing. Steps up in the 3 spot. He's playing shortstop. That's a big swing, strike 1. As he fouled that one off. It's been a rainy end of the week here as we on the Vype network have had to push back a lot of these games. That one's in there for strike 2. He's got a big strike zone today here. Yeah, it's been rainy. It's not quite baseball weather today. It's supposed to start raining here in a little bit. Hopefully we can keep that out, but storm clouds are rolling in. As that's fouled back into the glove for strike 3. So 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts for Cole Nasconi as we head to the top of the second, or the bottom of the first, excuse me. So it will be Jake Garcia, Chris Jarrett, and Charlie Wellen to lead things off for your Highlanders. You are listening to St. Andrews Baseball on the Vype Live Network. We will be back in just a moment.
Second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com. VYPE.com. Hey buddy, you say you wish someone was covering your favorite high school sports teams? You just couldn't make it to the game and you need to find out now what's going on? Well, my friend, your prayers are answered. Go to Vype, VYPE.com and hit Find Your School to see what Vype is saying about your great community. See for yourself why Vype is the leader in high school sports coverage in Texas. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com. Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com. Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
3rd and 13. Again, another reverse. Breaking tackles. Dives to the end zone. Touchdown, Rangers.
16 seconds. Really close in the corner. Rotates to Wilson. She fires the three. Oh my God! It went in. Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com.
Back in here for the bottom of the first inning. Jack Farrell here on the Vype Network, bringing you some St. Andrews baseball today. We got the varsity on this fine Saturday doubleheader, trying to avoid the rain here. It's a very windy, very cold day. Not quite baseball weather, but we're playing on. It's a low of 48, but 55 degrees right now, and it doesn't look like it's going to get too much warmer into the low 60s. But we've got rain coming up, and that's no good because we are fully exposed out here with a bunch of electronics. So hopefully it doesn't rain, or else we are in trouble. Jake Garcia leading things off for the Highlanders. There's out first pitch, misses outside for ball 1. Number 9, Jake Garcia, playing catcher today. Got a good look at him behind the plate there in the first inning. Now we get a look at him at the plate. The 1-0, he takes for a strike. Wasn't the pitch he wanted. Chris Jarrett will be the on-deck man. Charlie Welland will be in the hole here. 1-1. That's hit high into the air, drifting into foul territory. That will go out of play. So Garcia now down 1-2. Brandon Shell, the man on the mound for the Houston Christian Mustangs. And that's swung through for strike 3.
Next up for your Highlanders, second baseman.
So far in this game we've seen 4 outs and they've all been Ks. Chris Jarrett going to try to break that streak, the second baseman for the Highlanders. Seen him pitch in some JV games. He's done a pretty good job of it. As he takes the first pitch of the at-bat for strike 1. The 0-1 to Jarrett. That is hit well through the infield. That's going to be down for a base hit into shallow right field. And it gets underneath the glove of the right fielder. He's going to dig for second. He is in there, tag not in time. So Chris Jarrett with a single and then extending to second base on the error.
Next up, double twos, the first baseman.
Davis Frank wasn't able to come up with that one. Squeaked under his glove and resulted in the extra base. Now the 3-hitter Charlie Welland. Now the double twos. Will step in with a runner in scoring position with just 1 out. So 1 out, 1 on in the first. Shell steps in. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Shell, pitcher who does not like to waste time on the mound. His second pitch is lifted high into the air into left center or right center field and drifting over to make the catch. Is Davis Frankie makes up for it, and Jarrett is unable to tag. He was not anticipating that one was going to be caught. So a fly out to 9 for Charlie Welland brings up pitcher Cole Nascone. Number 16 had a nice little top of the first, 3 strikeouts. Now he'll try to make some noise at the plate here. He's looking at 1 on with 2 outs. Here's the 1-0. That also misses. That's ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes. A hit brings a run in with 2 outs. That one's hit high into the air, into the net, and foul. That one got back there quickly. Count goes 2-1. It's a chilly day. Hands getting cold out here. We're not used to the 50 degrees out in April. The 2-1 pitch. That's in there, strike 2. Two. It's a big pitch for Shell. If he can get out of this. That one's in there. Got him, strike 3. Got the outside corner of the plate. So Highlanders plate 4, and they leave 1 stranded on a 1 hit. We head now to the 2nd inning, but first want to give a special thank you to the fine folks at Academy Sports and Outdoors for sponsoring us here on the Vype Network. For all the ways you love to play, Academy Sports and Outdoors makes it easier than ever to gear up and have fun out there. Highlander Baseball will continue in a moment. We'll be right back.
Vype Live, the leader in high school sports broadcasts.
Wait, hold on just a moment.
It's true that Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, excels at high school sports broadcasts, but did you know that Vype Live does more than sports? Vype Live does band recitals, academic events. For more information on how Vype Live can broadcast your event, email us at vype.com. For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com. VYPE.com.
Welcome back here to the 2nd inning. It was a quick first.
Attention fans, today's contest is being broadcast live on the Vype Network. Tune in or have your friends and family back home. Tune in. VypeLive.com.
The 4, 5, 6 hitters will be due up for the Mustangs here. It's going to be Davis Frank. He's the right fielder. Talked about him as he was pretty active in that first inning. As he takes the first pitch for a strike as Cole Nascone is out there once again. 2nd inning of work. First pitch goes in for a strike. So that's chopped foul down the 3rd base line. Frank's down 0-2, and that seems to be where it's been for most of the game for the Mustangs. A lot of heavy strike counts with not a lot of balls to work with. Mark Henning, leadoff hitter for the Mustangs, took his first 2 pitches, 4 balls. And since then, Zach Munton, Will Allen, and Davis Frank have all looked at 0-2s. Davis Frank takes that one high. The man with 2 last names. So he takes that one downstairs for ball 2. Moscone burning off some of these. Can't get him to chase there. The count goes full. It's a good AB for the 4-hitter. Here's the payoff to Frank. That one's hit high into the air, but playable into shallow right. And ranging over to make the play is Mark Greenberg, out number 1. Stumbled around out there a little bit, almost lost track of it, but
First baseman Trace
fly out to 9.
for the first baseman number 6.
Trace Lankford, first baseman for Houston. Takes the first pitch, caught the inside corner of the plate, strike 1. That's a swing and a miss for strike 2. So once again, here's a Mustang hitter down 0-2 in the count. That's in there, strike 3, same location as the first. That's another backwards K. That's the 4th strikeout of the game already for Moscone.
Second baseman, number 7, Taylor Freeman. Freeman, the second baseman.
Not quite sure if you can hear the PA from here, but what he said, Taylor Freeman, second base. He steps to the plate with 2 outs, nobody on. They're still looking for their first base runner. Moscone has retired the 5 batters he's faced. With only 1 out that has left the batter's box. He's got a fly out and 4 Ks. He takes that for a ball. It's 2-0. Swing and a miss. A big cut there on the hitter's count. 2-0. It's fouled off into the net, so counts 2-1 with 2 outs. That's hit well into right field, drifting over, and that's going to be down for a base hit. That'll be just a single, well cut off by Greenberg. So that's it. There goes the no hitter. Zatopek comes to the plate. Number 16 playing at third base. The throw over, not in time. Taylor Freeman will be held there at first base with a 2-out single. Into right, his first of the game. First hit of the game for the Mustangs. As the breeze today, it's making it very difficult to keep a scorebook. Pages don't want to stay down. Zatopek looking at a 1-0, chops this one down to third base. The throw over to second is in time. Inning over. So Zatopek grounds into a fielder's choice. 2-5, and that will end the inning. So the Highlanders get out of it unscathed, just giving up 1 hit. Cole Moscone still a rock-solid outing so far. 5, 6, and 7 hitters are due up for the Highlanders. We'll be right back.
Vype Live for Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com. Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
3rd and 13. Not yet. Another reverse. Breaking tackles. Dives to the end zone. Touchdown, Rangers.
16 seconds. Really close in the corner. Rotates to Wilson. She fires the 3. Oh my God! It went in. Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com. Vype Live, the leader in high school sports broadcasts. Wait, hold on just a moment. It's true that Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, excels at high school sports broadcasts, but did you know that Vype Live does more than sports? Vype Live does band recitals, academic events. For more information on how Vype Live can broadcast your event, email us at Vype, VYPE.com.
Back in here for the bottom of the second. Highlanders with the 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up. Noah Gerlich stepping to the plate, takes the first pitch for a ball and swings on the second. That one's drifting foul. Will it get down? And it will. That goes all the way to the corner. Gerlich going to head for second. He will have third if he tries, but he's going to be in there for a stand-up double. Not going to test the speed. A lead-off stand-up double for Noah Gerlich. The Wes Aubin, number 11, the shortstop, batting 6th, is coming up now. Going to try and bat this runner home. Aubin getting the signs from the third base coach. Nobody out. 1 on. As so far, the Highlanders are really working that right field side as Aubin takes the first pitch for a strike. The 0-1 to Aubin is in there, strike 2. That one was low, but definitely caught a whole lot of the plate. So Aubin quickly down 0-2 here. As this one's roped over the infield and into center field. Gerlich is not going to try for home, because that was well played by the Mustang outfield. So we got runners on the corners now with nobody out, as Wes Aubin is able to move Gerlich over another station. So a double and a single to start things off brings up Knox Matthews. So Matthews up at the plate now. He's playing in center field for the Highlanders. It's a great opportunity for him. Hit something into the outfield here. This one's a roller to the pitcher. He mishandles it. He's going to go home with it, and the tag is down. So Gerlich out at the plate, trying to go for home. Knox Matthews, that's a fielder's choice, but he reaches.
Next up, designated hitter, number 28, Tommy Bullion. Bullion, the designated hitter.
He brings up Tommy Bullion, DHing today. That makes Andrew, hold on, let me make sure we got the names right. Yeah, Andrew Higginbotham. He's playing out in left field with Bullion DHing and Nasconi hitting today. So Tommy steps to the plate, number 28, with 1 out now. Move that runner from third to second effectively. So 1 out with 2 on. Here's the pitch from Shell. That's tapped to first base. They go to second for 1, and that pulled him off the bag. Everybody's safe. The throw over from first. That pulled Will Allen off the bag.
Greenberg, number 7, the right fielder.
Call that an E3, and now the bases are loaded. Now Aubin is the man on third, Knox Matthews at second, and Bullion is at first. Brings up Mark Greenberg, hitting 9th today. It's a big opportunity for the 9-hitter with 1 out. As he swings through that one, that's strike 1. It's actually got a little piece of it, it's foul tipped. The 0-1. That's hit to first base. They're going to go home for the force, and they go back to 1 and not in time. So they only get 1 out, but it's at home. Mustangs doing a good job defensively to not let any of these runs score.
Catcher, number 9, Jake Garcia. Garcia, number 9, the catcher.
Brings up the leadoff hitter. Jake Garcia struck out his first time up, and he takes the first pitch for a strike here. Strike 2 on the foul ball. He got around late on that one. So bases loaded with 2 outs. Brandon Shell trying to get out of this one unscathed. Go top 3 tied. with Garcia down 0-2. That misses outside, ball 1. Shell steps to the rubber, the 1-2. As that one's hit weakly to second base, this is going to be a tough play. But Greenberg didn't try to avoid him and just walked right into the tag. So that'll be the inning. Run doesn't score at the end. So at the end of 2, we are knotted at 0 apiece once again still. Houston Christian will have the 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up. Aiden Warren will be the leadoff man. Until then, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break. We'll be right back.
For the end zone, touchdown, Ryder Hernandez on 4th and 2 from the 17.
Sure, Vype Sports brings you the best in area high school football, but Vype brings you exciting high school volleyball action.
Dive in the middle for the back row. Here comes James and gets the kill.
Vype brings you walk-off home runs on the diamond.
Line drive, deep to left. It is going, and it is gone!
From lacrosse to the pitch to the court and more, the leader in high school sports coverage is Vype Sports. VYP. Hey, buddy, you say you wish someone was covering your favorite high school sports teams? You just couldn't make it to the game and you need to find out now what's going on? Well, my friend, your prayers are answered. Go to Vype, VYPE.com and hit Find Your School to see what Vype is saying about your great community. See for yourself why Vype is the leader in high school sports coverage in Texas. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Top of the 3rd. Game knotted up at 0-0. Aiden Warren will be due up for the Mustangs. Cole Nasconi will be back on the mound for his 3rd inning of work. He's been electric so far. He's faced just 1 batter over the minimum and gave up a single into right field. They haven't had a runner get past first base. They've also gone down on strikes 4 times. So it's been a good outing for Nasconi here. Now Warren steps to the plate, center fielder. This will be his first time up. Warren down 0-1. Takes that one inside, strike 2 though. So the sun's starting to come out. It's getting a little warmer. Looks like we may avoid that rain after all. Swing and a miss, strike 3. First out of the inning is a strikeout. That's the 5th of the game for Nasconi. Braden BR, left fielder, number 10, steps to the plate. His first time up. As this one's hit high into the air, drifting into foul territory, but playable, and that's going to be fielded by number 22, Charlie Welland, first baseman. So a quick pop out to third base, 2 outs. Brings up Mark Henning, the lead-off hitter for the Mustangs. He's DHing today. He's a big lefty in the box there. He struck out his first time up. Takes the first pitch high. As the 1-0 is in there for strike 1, it evens up. So the 1-1, that misses outside. Nasconi is looking at a 2-1 count here as he steps back to the rubber. That one catches the zone. It's strike 2. Panning not crazy about that call. Mustangs trying to get something going here with 2 outs in the second inning. As that one is fouled back towards us. As you see coming to our screen here, that's Zach Mutton. He's on deck. Got the leg guards on there. He'll be catching next inning. Here's the 2-2. And that one's fouled off into the net, so he'll stay alive. Henning looking to avoid striking out for the second time today. Here's the pitch. And he doesn't. Strike 2, both of them looking. Or excuse me, strike 3, both of them looking. Second strikeout. That's what we're getting at here. But that's out number 3. So we head to the bottom of the third. Highlanders still looking at a tie game. It'll be 2, 3, 4 due up for the Highlanders in the third inning. Highlanders doing a good job of getting some contact, but a better job in that last inning by Brandon Shell. He was even able to overcome some defensive errors. That was a good inning, a very impressive inning by Brandon Shell, number 18 for the Mustangs, of getting out of that bases loaded jam in the second. Brandon will head back out to the mound to start this bottom of the third inning. Chris Jarrett will be due up. He's 1 for 1 today. You can see Zach Munn didn't get that AB, but he is there behind the plate now. Through the order the first time, the Highlanders picked up 3 hits, a pair of singles and a double. Here's Jarrett coming to the plate now, second baseman. As we mentioned the first time up, he singled into right field and got underneath the right fielder's glove, and Jarrett was able to scamper down to second base, but he would be stranded there. Here's Jarrett. Takes the first pitch, strike 1. That pitch missed. That was ball 1. Oh, ball and a strike. As that one's fouled back, now 1-2. Welland on deck for the Highlanders. Still looking to pick up that first win in conference play as Jarrett goes down on strikes.
Next up for your Highlanders, the first baseman, number 22.
That's the third K of the day so far for Brandon Shell. 2 swinging. Speaking of the number 2, here comes a guy who wears a lot of 2s on his jersey. And he lifts this one high into right field, ranging over. It's going to be a tough play, but a good play out there in right field. Davis Frank ranges over to get the second out of the inning. Charlie Welland gets some good contact there on both of these swings, but both times he's flied out to right field for the second out of the inning. Cole Nisconi comes up. The first time he was up in the first inning, he struck out looking. That one's fouled back. It's a good swing. Both these teams very aggressive at the plate so far. Not a lot of high pitch counts, but it's part of why this game has gone by so fast. We're 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. It's only 11:40. That one's fouled back. Counts 0-2. Got a meeting at the mound. Gonna work on the signs here. Making sure everyone's on the same page. Here's the 0-2. That one's way outside. Ball 1. That one hit him. Got him down below the knee. He's fine. He'll just head to first base.
Third baseman, number 8, Noah Gerlich. Third baseman, number 8.
Brings up Noah Gerlich. His first time up. He doubled and was eventually thrown out at home on the tag. And a couple outs at home in the second inning. One on a tag, one on a force, and Gerlich was the tag. He's down 0-1 in the count now. Mosconi on base. So that one gets away from the catcher, but not enough to where Mosconi can do anything with it. The count's 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled back, strike 2. There's that cold breeze again. The 1-2. We'll do it again. The 1-2 to Gerlich. Well, he fouls that one off. He's staying alive. It's a good AB here for him. Noah's 1 for 1 in the ball game, as we mentioned. Aubin the on-deck man if we get to him. But for now, we'll have another 1-2 from Brandon Shell. And we will have another. Gerlich playing third base today. He's looking at another 1-2. Shell delivers. That one was where he wanted it. Got a hold of it. And that's going to be down into right center. Just a single. But Gerlich 2 for 2. Advances Mosconi just to second base. But Highlanders have been getting some good contact so far in this game. Brings up Wes Aubin, singled his first time up. And he was the force at home.
Just a reminder for fans in attendance, St. Andrews requests that all fans please wear face masks while on the campus of St. Andrews School. Thank you.
Looks like Sam Suter is pinch running here. Of course, the high school rule, you can pinch hit, I believe, pitchers and catchers. Not pinch hit, pinch run, excuse me. You can pinch run with those fellas and still get him back out in the game. So Suter is on the base paths there at second base, but I don't believe he will be replacing Cole Mosconi. So don't worry. You wouldn't take him out after the outing he's had so far. He's still only faced 1 over the minimum through the first 3 innings. But Aubin at the plate now looking at a 1-1. Here's Shell's pitch, and that one's fouled back, so wouldn't you know it, we're back to a 1-2. Wes also 1 of 1 today. The 1-2. That's hit well through the infield. Not sure if it'll get down. It does in front of the right fielder. They wave Suter around. He comes home. The throw will not be in time. Each runner also going to advance. So runners now at second and third, with St. Andrews taking a 1-0 lead. Wes Aubin.
Pinch hitter pinch runner Sam Suter comes in for the run.
Ends up with second base. That'll probably go down as a single with him advancing on the throw. But Gorlick now moves up to third base, so a great job advancing. So on a pair of singles and an HBP, the Highlanders have their first lead. It's 1-0 here in the bottom of the third with 2 outs. It's been a nice rally. All this has happened with 2 outs. The first 2 batters of the inning, Jarrett and Wellen, both went down. And then we've had an HBP, a pair of singles, and now Knox Matthews is up with a chance to knock in some more runs. He's up 1-0, now 2-0 in the count, so Matthews should get a good pitch that he can swing at. Matthews playing center field today for the Highlanders as those clouds are starting to roll in. That's weak contact, but with his speed, it might be a tough play. The throw over is in time, so the inning will end there. Highlanders straying 2 runners in scoring position. However, they do get one across. It's 1-0 as we head into the 4th inning. You're listening to Highlander Baseball on the Vype Live Network. We will be right back.
For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com. VYPE.com. Vype Live, the leader in high school sports broadcasts. Wait, hold on just a moment. It's true that Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, excels at high school sports broadcasts, but did you know that Vype Live does more than sports? Vype Live does band recitals, academic events. For more information on how Vype Live can broadcast your event, email us at Vype, VYPE.com.
Top 4 here. Houston Christian looking to get something going on offense. They've struggled as the arm of Cole Nasconi has been, well, not perfect, but pretty darn good. As they're going to try and get a bunt down, as that was almost popped over the fence. So strike 1 for Zach Munton. Zach, their catcher, struck out his first time up in the first inning. This is his second time at the plate. As he takes that one outside for ball 1. As if the rain does come, we'll definitely try and get through a complete game. I think after this half inning, that would count as a complete game, as this one's lifted high, drifting foul, and that'll get down. As Wellen tried to lay out for it, but just wasn't quite close enough to it. So that's strike 2 as it falls harmlessly. Munton looking at a ball and a pair of strikes. No outs, of course. As that's in there, strike 3. They'll send another Mustang back to the dugout on strikeouts.
Number 13, Will Allen. Allen, the shortstop, number 13.
That's already 7 Ks for Cole Nasconi. The Highlanders are being aggressive in a lot of ways. They're attacking the zone from the mound, and they're swinging at everything. And so far, it's worked. They've plated at least 4 batters in every inning. In the second, they had 6. And in the third, they also had 6 batters plate. So the aggressive nature of things is paying off. They only have 1 run to show for it, though. But with one out, Will Allen is at the plate. He's a big kid with a lot of power. You can just see it in the swing right there. He's at the plate, but he's down 1-2. He did strike out his first time up, also swinging. But once again, just not a lot of balls thrown in this one by Mosconi. He's just attacking the zone. He's able to throw strikes today. Is that one? Got a piece of the batter. So Will Allen on a 2-strike count gets hit. And that's a base runner. It's just the second base runner of the game for the Mustangs.
Right fielder, Davis Frank, number 2. Frank, the right fielder.
And by the way, no walks so far. Got one hit by pitch by each team, but no bases on balls. So now 1 on with 1 out. Brings up Davis Frank, who swings through the first pitch, strike 1. Davis's first time up, he led off in the second inning. He flew out to right field. The 0-1 to Frank as they throw back over to Allen. Not in time. So now, Mosconi steps back to the mound. Frank looking at an 0-1 pitch, or 0-1 count. And here's the 0-1 pitch. That's in there, strike 2. Throw over. Ooh. Garcia almost got him. Good throw into the inside of the bag there. Well, the inside of the first baseman, the outside of the bag with the positioning. So here's another throw over. Frank looking at an 0-2 as he fouls that one off to stay alive. Lankford on deck. Another 0-2 pitch. That's high. Another throw over. This one not quite as on the money. Frank's looking at a 1-2. As he takes that one in the dirt. As here's the throwdown as it got away from the catcher, and that is in there. He got him. Got the tag down. Allen tried to get around it, but he is caught stealing at second base. An incredible throwdown by Garcia, who the pitch got away from him. But he was able to recover and get the throw. Allen hasn't left second base. They're going to go out and argue this. He felt he was safe. He felt he swam around the tag, but the call on the field is out, and I mean, you can't really change it at this level. I mean, I have a camera, but we don't really have a replay. So I have a feeling Allen is going to have to be out, and Frank is still looking at a 2-2. So Houston still over talking to the umpire there. See if you can see it on the screen. It's a little impeded, but kind of by the arm of Frank there. As yep, that'll have to stand as there's no way to overturn that. So Will Allen caught stealing. Second out of the inning now. Looking at 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs for number 2, Davis Frank. Unfortunately, we are not in the second inning. Swing and a miss. And now we're headed to the bottom of the 4th.
Through 4.5. Highlanders on top. 1-0.
Highlanders, the pitching has been excellent, and after that caught stealing, Mosconi has still only faced 1 batter over the minimum. As we head to the bottom of the 4th inning, we'll be right back.
Formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com. Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
13, not yet, another reverse, breaking tackles, dives to the end zone, touchdown Rangers.
16 seconds, really close in the corner. Rotates to Wilson, she fires the three. Oh my God, it went in! Cavaliers pull ahead by one.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com.
8-9-1 hitters due up for the Highlanders here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Tommy Bouillon will get things going. He reached via an error at first base the last time up. As we are, about halfway through the game here, 3.5 in. I want to give another special shout out to our fine sponsors today, right there at the bottom of your screen. Academy Sports and Outdoors. Gear up this spring at Academy Sports and Outdoors. So Shell is out there for another inning of work. Here's Bouillon. He takes the first pitch. That was inside, but strike one. Caught some of the plate there. Bouillon. That's a good take. Strike one, or ball one, excuse me. His first plate appearance in the second inning. As he fouls that one back, it's 1-2. Yeah, Shell does not waste any time getting these pitches off. The 1-2. That's outside, ball two. Good job by Munton. Cutting that one off so it couldn't go to the backstop. Of course, no base runners for the Highlanders. Here's the 2-2. That one's fouled back into the net. As the wind is picking up, these clouds are moving in. Hopefully we can stay dry out here. As that's in there, strike three inside, but Bouillon goes down on strikes once again, same place as that first pitch.
Right fielder, number 7, Mark Greenberg.
So that brings up Mark Greenberg, who reached his first time up, but did ground into a fielder's choice, did result in an out. Did reach first base. He's up now, he grounds this one to shortstop. Here's the throw, and that's in time for out number 2, Greenberg. It's a ground out. Will Allen back there, making that nice play. And even some of those routine plays are surprisingly tough. Here's Garcia. He's 0 for 2 today. That one's low, ball one. Two balls now, no strikes. That's in there for strike one, a 2-1 count now to Garcia. It's outside, ball 3. Excuse me, rather inside with the right-handed batter. As that one misses, there's our first walk of the game. Goes to Jake Garcia with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Second baseman, number 6, Chris Jarrett. Jarrett, the second baseman, number 6.
Chris Jarrett at the plate now once again, fouls his first pitch off. Chris 1 for 2 on the day. Runner goes. Throw down will be way in time. So Chris Jarrett will lead things off as Jake Garcia is gunned down at second base. Chris Jarrett will see the plate in the bottom of the fifth, but for now we head top five. Trace Langford will lead off. 5, 6, 7 due up for the Mustangs. You are listening to St. Andrews Baseball on the Vype Live Network. We will be right back.
Hey, buddy, you say you wish someone was covering your favorite high school sports teams? You just couldn't make it to the game and you need to find out now what's going on? Well, my friend, your prayers are answered. Go to Vype, VYPE.com and hit Find Your School to see what Vype is saying about your great community. See for yourself why Vype is the leader in high school sports coverage in Texas. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com. For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com. VYPE.com.
You're back in for the top of the fifth inning. This one going by very fast. Only an hour in so far. We're already through 4 innings. So I've got a very nice dog here with me today, Mr. Blitzen. How are you, sir? He's very soft, helping us out. You always need a dog to help you out on the broadcast. Make sure everything goes okay. Make sure I have all my stats and my names right. Big number 6, Trace Langford, 5-hitter due up. Struck out his first time up, and he takes this one outside for ball 1. That's in there, strike 1. That's a good pitch for Nasconi. 1 ball, 1 strike. Langford pops this one high into the air, playable in right field, drifting over and making the play. Mark Greenberg for out number 1. Brings up Taylor Freeman. Number 7 playing out in second base this afternoon. Taylor's 1 for 1 today. Singled back in the second inning, but he's down 0-1 now, and he swings on this one. That one's also high into the air, into center field. And that's out number 2. Knox Matthews makes the play in center field. So a fly out to right and a fly out to center. Brings up Matt Zatopek. Excuse me, Zatopek. Matt's down in the count 0-1 as this one's hit high into foul territory, but that'll drift out of play. Matt now down 0-2 in the count. That one hit the back of Matt Zatopek as he'll reach. That's a second hit batter for Nasconi today. Now Aiden Warren to the plate. Center fielder struck out his first time up in the top of the third. Swing and a miss. Big hack for strike one with 2 outs here and 1 base runner for the 8-hitter Aiden Warren. It's tough both times on these hit by pitches for Nasconi. He as this one gets away to the backstop and the runner will advance. Both of the hit batters were on 2-strike counts. Zatopek on a 0-2. And back in the 4th inning, Will Allen was hit on a 1-2 count. So obviously, Nasconi, those are just getting away from him. He's not hitting anybody. No malice, no ill intent, of course. But as you see up there at second base, Matt Zatopek, he's at second. That's the furthest along the base paths that the Mustangs have gotten today. It's the first runner in scoring position, as they'll try not to strand him. But Nasconi will try to make him do just that. As here's Warren looking at the 2-1 count. Now, that one's roped through the infield, getting in to center field. They'll wave the runner around. He'll come home. The throw will not be in time. The runner heads to second. No throw down, so we have a tie game, and Warren is in there at second base. So we are tied here at 1 apiece as Warren with a 2-out double. Topek comes in to score, brings up Braden BR. Number 10, now with 1 runner on and 2 outs once again, still at second base. So we'll try this again. This one's hit weakly to second base. This will be tough play as the roller, but they get him in time. So a ground out to second base ends the inning here in the 5th. So we head now to the bottom of the 5th inning. Highlanders will try to get another run back. It's 1-1 here. They will have Chris Jarrett back at the plate once again, as we mentioned, and then the 3 and 4 hitters, Charlie Welland and Cole Nasconi behind him. We're going to go ahead and take another quick break on the Vype Live Network. You're listening to Highlander Baseball.
Was covering your favorite high school sports teams? You just couldn't make it to the game and you need to find out now what's going on? Well, my friend, your prayers are answered. Go to Vype, VYPE.com, and hit Find Your School to see what Vype is saying about your great community. See for yourself why Vype is the leader in high school sports coverage in Texas. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com. Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com. Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
3rd and 13. Again, another reverse. Breaking tackles, dives to the end zone. Touchdown, Rangers.
16 seconds. Really close up the corner. Rotates to Wilson. She fires the 3. Oh my God! It went in. Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com.
It's time for the bottom of the 5th. Jack Farrell joining you here this afternoon for this Highlanders doubleheader. First pitch of the next game will be at 3 p.m., I believe. This pitch for Jarrett is golfed high into the air. It's a tough play between a couple guys, and it gets down. They both ran into each other, the second baseman and the right fielder. That would have been a tough play regardless, both of them streaking back and streaking forward respectively. As Chris Jarrett reaches for the second time this inning. We'll just go ahead and give him credit for the single there, as I'm not sure who should have made the play. That brings up Welland with nobody out and 1 runner on. The 1-0. That one's fouled off into the pole. With Welland now looking at a 1-1 count. Charlie looking at a 1-2 now. The 1-2. Here's the pitch from Shell. That skips in the dirt. Welland stays alive. He's got a couple flyouts, both of them to right field. Both of them for the second out of the respective inning. One and third. Let's see if he flies out to right in the fifth. But he takes that one. Count goes full, hopefully. You can get something more out of it. Full count for Welland. Nobody out. Jarrett over there on first base. He fouls that one back. We'll do it all again. Mosconi on deck. The 3-2 pitch. That one is hit well high into left field, but playable. And that'll be the first out of the inning. It's a long out. Charlie Welland, great AB. And I think that's the first action we've seen out in left field today. Because Welland got around on that one, but couldn't quite get all of it. So he hit that one hard and far, but BR was able to get under it. Here's Mosconi. First pitch swing, and he pops this one up. That one's drifting, and out of play. So in the bottom of the fifth, Highlanders trying to retake the lead. Swing and strike for Mosconi. That's strike two. That pitch misses. It's a good take for Mosconi. That one tailed out of the zone. Here's the 1-2. Pitcher versus pitcher. Pitcher wins. Mosconi strikes out for the second time today. He's over 2. He reached on a hit by pitch in the third inning. Gerlich comes up now. He's 2 for 2. Got a double and a single. Gonna look for a triple or a homer here. As he swings through that one, strike one. A lot of baseball being played here today in Austin. Got a lot for you on the Vype network as well. The college rank as well, I believe. I think for the Austin area, I think Texas plays today at home. So we got a lot of good sports happening. I think Austin FC is debuting or something tonight. Confess I don't know too much about soccer. And I think they got a game on Fox tonight or something like that. Very cool. It's Austin, someone who grew up here, don't get a lot of professional sports coming through. This one's fouled off and out of play, although I am as big of an Express fan as anybody. A lot of good memories over at the Dell Diamond. Hopefully it warms up a little bit and we can get some real baseball weather going. Looks like that rain is trying to hold off. As this one's fouled off and out of play as well. With some good ABs this inning for the Highlanders. So it looks like Shell might be, something might be bothering him here. Got a meeting at the mound. The manager's out there as well as Mutton, the catcher.
St. Andrews Episcopal School would like to extend our thanks to our umpires as assigned by the Texas Association of Sports Officials for all their hard work today. Thank you, umpires.
Get word here. Looks like Shell's going to stay on. I think you might have tweaked something on that last pitch. Ooh. That wind is getting intense behind home plate here, as you can see the ripple of the net. When here's Gerlich once again looking at a 1-2. He fouls this one off, so we'll do it all again. Ooh, low, good take for Gerlich. It's again some excellent at-bats. Welland drew out a long one, now Gerlich drawing out a long one. Counts 2-2 now. Ooh, defensive swing, but he got him. Strike 3.
End of 5. We are knotted at 1.
And that'll end the 5th inning. We are tied at 1 apiece, headed to the 6th. It'll be the leadoff hitter, Mark Henning, to lead things off for the Mustangs. 1, 2, 3 due up for them. Highlander Baseball will continue on Vype Live in just a moment.
You wish someone was covering your favorite high school sports teams? You just couldn't make it to the game and you need to find out now what's going on? Well, my friend, your prayers are answered. Go to Vype, VYPE.com, and hit Find Your School to see what Vype is saying about your great community. See for yourself why Vype is the leader in high school sports coverage in Texas. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com. For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com. VYPE.com. Vype Live, the leader in high school sports broadcasts. Wait, hold on just a moment. It's true that Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, excels at high school sports broadcasts, but did you know that Vype Live does more than sports? Vype Live does band recitals, academic events. For more information on how Vype Live can broadcast your event, email us at Vype, VYPE.com.
Back in here, Mark Henning up at the plate for the Mustangs, DHing. And that's the second pitch of the AB. He fouled off the first one, so the count's 1-1. Mosconi's pitch misses out for ball 2. The count's 2-1. Mosconi out for another inning of work. Got rocked a little bit in that 5th, gave up the only run of the game, but even then, it was a hit by pitch and a single that got it in. This one is fouled off and out of play, so the count's 2-2. But otherwise, Mosconi has been just rock solid. Through 5 innings, he's only faced a couple batters over the minimum. Is that one? He reached for it, but got a hold of it. That one's into center and ranging over to make the play. He can't get it. That one will get down. Henning. It seemed like a defensive swing, but he got a hold of it, and it dropped in over the head of the shortstop and in between that and center field. So Henning starts things off with a hit. Leadoff man on for the first time today. Brings up Zach Munton, who's going to try and get a bunt down. He's showing all the way. We're already here into the 6th inning. This one is blown by. It's not quite an hour and a half left or on the game so far. As he reached up high for it, but that's a great bunt. Mosconi, tough play, got him. Textbook sack bunt. Munton almost able to beat it out.
Number 13, the shortstop.
That advance is heading up to second base, and that brings up Will Allen. Last time up, he was plunked and thrown out, trying to steal second base. Now I imagine he'll just be trying to get this runner in the go-ahead. This big fella steps in, right-handed. Mosconi at the rubber with a smile on his face. Here's the pitch. That gets away to the backstop. Runner's going to go, so now with only 1 out, we got a runner on third. In their strike. Count evens up 1-1 to Allen. Mosconi going to try to avoid the fly ball out. Swing and a miss. That's good news for Mosconi. They're going to absolutely would prefer to get Allen down on strikes here. He did it once in the first. He struck out on 3 pitches. Allen playing at the shortstop, batting third. As that's foul tipped into the glove, strike 3. That's a huge strikeout for Mosconi. Because now that eliminates the sac fly. So now Frank will need a base hit.
Once again, a reminder, this game is being broadcast live on the Vype network. That's VypeLive.com. For those at home who are not able to join us.
So we're going to go ahead and have a meeting at the mound here. Quick chat with Mosconi. Oh. Got some music from the PA, got some Angels and Airwaves going. Haven't heard. Wow. Haven't heard Angels and Airwaves in a long time. That's my childhood right there. As that brings up Davis Frank. Last time up, he struck out. He's 0 for 2 on the day. But he's got an opportunity to give his team the lead here as he takes ball 1. The 1-0. That's in there for strike 1. Caught the top part of the zone there. So we're really wishing for that sun to come out as it's finally starting to. It's teasing us. It'll be sunny for about 2 minutes and then cloudy for another 30. My hands are getting a little brittle out here. Is swing and a miss. Strike 2. This is Davis Frank. He was at the plate. He's looking at a 1-2. Here's the pitch. Ooh, misses straight misses for ball 2. Mosconi had walked off the mound already. Mosconi wanted that one. It's a huge out for him if they can keep things tied here going into the bottom of the 6th. I'm not sure what extras look like today with the doubleheader situation. But we'll get there when we get there. For now, it's 2 outs in the top of the 6th. Mosconi, the 2-2. And that one's hit weakly to second base. The throw over is in time. Got him. Run does not score from heading at third base with 1 out. Davis Frank grounds out to second base to end things. Brings up the bottom of the 6th for the St. Andrews Highlanders. Will be Wes Aubin leading things off. 6, 7, 8 due for the Highlanders. You're listening to Highlander Baseball on Vype Live. We will be right back.
Hey, buddy, you say you wish someone was covering your favorite high school sports teams? You just couldn't make it to the game and you need to find out now what's going on? Well, my friend, your prayers are answered. Go to Vype, VYPE.com and hit Find Your School to see what Vype is saying about your great community. See for yourself why Vype is the leader in high school sports coverage in Texas. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com. For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com. VYPE.com.
And we're back. Jack Farrell joining you here in this fine Austin, Texas afternoon. It's just about 12:30 here. We're reaching about the 90-minute mark of this game. It's been a quick one. As Wes Aubin jumps back, takes ball one. Wes, he's 2 for 2 today. Pair of singles, no run scored. It was a force out at home there in the second inning, if you recall. Two balls and a strike for Aubin. As this one's hit over the infield, that'll drop in for a single as Aubin reaches from the leadoff spot. That's his third single of the game. Brings up Knox Matthews, who has reached via fielder's choice in the second inning, but he is 0 for 2 today. And it looks like we are going to have a pitching change for the Mustangs, and we'll look at replacements here in just a moment. Looks like Taylor Freeman will be taking the mound. Brandon Shell exits the game. He only gave up 1 run.
Taylor Freeman heads to the mound. Number 7.
6 strikeouts in the game for Brandon Shell. It's a good outing for him. 1 run given up, 6 strikeouts, only 1 walk, I believe, yeah. Five hits, or I suppose 6 hits now with that Aubin one. And yeah, it will be Taylor Freeman, as we mentioned. It looks like we'll have a sub there because he was playing at second base. So Taylor Freeman becomes the pitcher. We'll see their batting order here in a minute, but for now, it's Jack Henning. So 2 Hennings, Mark and Jack in the lineup now. We'll put Jack there. Good name, by the way. At second base. So with Jack Henning at first base, that'll be Knox Matthews. He tried to get the bunt down, but fouled it back into the chest of the catcher. So Matthews down 0-1. He's 0 for 2 today. He's going to try and do the bunt again. That's a beautiful bunt as Matthews throws, and that's a tough throw over. It hit the runner. And what's the call? Is he safe? If it hits the runner, no interference? Yeah, so everybody's safe. Incredible bunt by Knox Matthews, just perfect. Laid it down right on the line. made a tough play, impeded the throw a little bit. Illegally impeded the throw. Just he didn't try to do anything. He just got plunked in the back because they didn't have a clear angle to first base. So now 2 on with nobody out. It's a big opportunity for the DH, Tommy Bouillon. So he's going to try and get the bunt down too. Can't do it on the first try. So a bunt single for Knox Matthews pushes Wes Aubin to second base. So now we got runners at first and second with nobody out. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning, Tommy Bouillon, he's 0 for 2. He reached in the 2nd inning via an error. Oh, here comes the rain. And he struck out there in the 4th inning too. Got some big drops coming down here, hopefully. Isolated. There's a big gust of wind. And the throw over is not in time. To second base, it's Taylor Freeman.
Attention to our fans who just joined us. Please make sure you have your masks on while on the property of St. Andrew's School. Thank you.
The 0-1. Tommy going to try and do the bunt thing again, but this one's fouled back, so that's probably out the window. You can see the change of the approach. Getting some signs over there from the third base coach. See what Tommy does here. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Bouillon goes down swinging. That's the first out of the inning. Brings up Mark Greenberg.
Number 7, Greeny, Mark Greenberg.
See what Mark does here. Don't imagine they'll be willing to give up the second out on a bunt, but third baseman over there not playing very shallow. But Greenberg gonna take his hacks. He swings through that one, strike 1. 4th batter of the inning already for the Highlanders. The 0-1. He pulls that back. The pitch. Greenberg didn't pull it back. That's strike 2. Greenberg now down 1-2 in the count. Jake Garcia on deck. That one's low. Count is 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Freeman picks up a pair of Ks after entering. Gave up a single and a pair of Ks.
Back to the top of the lineup. The catcher, number 9, Jake Garcia. Garcia, the catcher, number 9.
Garcia steps into the plate, or steps to the plate. So Garcia is 0 for 2 today with a walk, and he was caught stealing in the 4th inning. But now he's looking at a 2-0 count. Big opportunity for him to give his team the lead with 1 runner in scoring position. Wes Aubin there at second base. But how about this relief appearance for Taylor Freeman? He comes in, gets 2 strikeouts right away. 2-0. 2-1. Ooh, there's the sun. Garcia, the 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. This is hit well, and that will get down in right field. They wave the runner around. He'll come home. The throw is in time. They'll have to throw the runner back. To throw back to 2, and they've got him hosed down. So a base running error cost the Highlanders after a single in the right field. It was well played in right field by Davis Frank, and no run scores after the single from Jake Garcia. So now with that, we head to the top of the 7th. Highlanders cannot score a run on 3 hits. Taylor Freeman doing a good job of getting out of that one. The relief appearance. But for now, we head to the top of the 7th inning. Cole Mosconi's still out there for another inning.
Quick update to the scoreboard. We're working on it. We'll have it set in a moment.
Got some issues with the scoreboard as Mosconi steps to the mound once again. He's got 9 Ks on the day. 3 in the first. 1 in the second. A couple in the third. A couple in the fourth. No strikeouts in the 5th, but 1 in the 6th. That gives him 9. So here he will look at Trace Langford, the 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up for the Mustangs. He'll get an opportunity to pick up that double-digit strikeout total here. Trace Langford. Looking over there, it looks like Jack Henning is just replacing Freeman in the field. Freeman there in the on deck circle. First pitch swinging down over to third base. The throw over is in time.
Second baseman. Number 7, Taylor Freeman.
Noah Gerlich with the throw over on the 5-3 put out. This is Taylor Freeman. So here we are in the final inning. Both teams with a run on the board. As Freeman is now looking at a 2-0 count. Got to be careful here. Can't let this get out of hand before you maybe make a pitching change. As this one's lifted high into the air but playable into center field, and that's out number 2. Knox Matthews on the put out. That's a fly out to center field. Matt Zatopek is at the plate. A 1-0 count, 2 outs. Matt, he scored the only run after reaching on a hit by pitch and advancing to second base on a pass ball. As he hits this one well, it's going to be a tough play, and that'll drop in. A weakly hit ball as they're going to go over to second base. Oh, he might be done, and oh no, excuse me, that was my depth perception. That was my depth perception misreading the situation there. It looked like the throw was on the money to Jarrett, but Jarrett was standing closer to the outfield grass than actually the bag. It looked like the throw was there. But yep, Zatopek stretched that into a double. So once again, that brings up Aiden Warren, who has the RBI. Hit an RBI double in the 5th inning, so he has a chance to be a massive hero today for the Mustangs. They're 1-2 in conference play. In SPC play. So 1 on with 2 outs. Brings up the 8-hitter Aiden Warren. Takes that pitch for a strike. Cole Nisconi, no matter the score here at the end of the day, it's a fantastic outing from him. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Aiden Warren is down 0-2. Runner goes as this one's golfed into center field, and that'll get down. So Warren back-to-back RBI doubles to bring in Matt Zatopek. And the Mustangs have a 2-1 lead here in the top of the 7th.
Left fielder, number 10, Braden BR. BR, the left fielder, number 10.
Brings up Braden BR. He's 0 for 2 on the day. BR playing out in left field. There's a pop out and a ground out today. That one misses. It's a good take for BR. Nisconi's 1-1. That misses high. Runner goes, and no throw. So Warren up to third. And story of the game here, Houston Christian doing just a much better job hitting with runners in scoring position. They haven't had many opportunities, but they've taken advantage of them. And it's 2-1. Foul bat. Count evens up, strike 2. Nisconi looking for that 10th K. It's 2-2. And he won't have the K, but this one's popped up. It's a tough play, and that'll land right between the first baseman and the catcher. So BR stays alive. The 2-2. That's in there. Strike 3. Got him looking. So Nisconi does it. He gets the 10 strikeout day, but he does give up the go-ahead run there in the top of the 7th. Highlanders will have 3 more outs to get the victory in this one. It'll be 2, 3, and 4 hitters due up for them. And it looks like we have a new pitcher. It's going to be Davis Frank. So Davis Frank, he's been playing out in right field all day, but now he acts as the closer in this one. As Chris Jarrett steps to the plate, everybody for the Highlanders looking for that, for the tie game and then the walk-off opportunity. But Chris Jarrett, he is a guy you want at the plate. He's 2 for 3 today with a K and a pair of singles. Then Charlie Welland will be behind him. He's got some good contact on a lot of pitches today. They've all been flyouts, though. A couple to right field, one to left. So it feels like one of these days he's going to get around on one. But Frank on the mound now. Let's see if he's got some nasty stuff. He's ready to go here. So that wind is still picking up. The clouds have mostly dispersed, though. Still got plenty of cloud cover, but none of those scary gray rain clouds or nothing. So I assume we're going to be good on weather for the rest of the day. Just waiting for that winter weather to turn to spring weather to turn into summer weather. So we are still enjoying that nice spring weather here in April. As Jarrett first pitch swings and hits that one the wrong way. That's fouled off, strike one. Welland on deck. Mosconi behind both of them. Good eye for Jarrett, ball one. Second baseman Jarrett. Looking at a 1-1 count with nobody out, leading off here in the bottom of the 7th. He gets some good contact. That one's lifted high but playable into center field, and that's out number 1.
Double twos, the first baseman, Charlie Welland.
Brings up Charlie Welland.
To the first baseman.
As we mentioned, he's 0 for 3 today. So Welland steps to the plate with nobody on and one out. Gonna try and tie it with one swing. Can't do that, but fouls this one off. Just around a titch early. He would have been running for a while if he got that one down. Welland, 0-1. The pitch from Frank, that misses. The 1-1. Foul tip into the glove. There's the 1-2 from Frank. That one's hit well. But once again, playable. Center fielder ranging over. It gets over his head and into the gap. That one rolls all the way to the wall. So Welland's going to be in there with a stand-up double. That one gets away, but got someone covering the bag. So Welland with a one-out double. Brings up Cole Mosconi. And after the outing that he has had, I imagine he is really wanting to tie this one up. Mosconi with 10 strikeouts, only 2 runs, and one of those only came in because of a pass ball. As in, it was a runner at first, the ball got to the backstop, the man scampered to second and then scored on a single. He wouldn't have scored on it had he not been at second base. Swing and a miss for Mosconi, strike 1. He's 0 for 2 today. He has a hit by pitch and a couple strikeouts. So he's reached, but doesn't have a hit today. That left field line, the right field line is just wide open right now. A hit over the head of the first baseman would easily score a run. Might get Mosconi all the way to third. So he takes that one outside for ball 1. It's 1-1 here. Here's Frank The pitch. That's going to miss downstairs, ball 2. Gorlick on deck. Aubin behind him. So some good hitters up in the order for the Highlanders if they can keep this thing going. Got a meeting at the mound. Frank going to stay the pitcher here. Davis Frank. He's gotten an out and given up a hit. It's the 2-1. That's in there for strike 2. Nasconi doesn't like that one, but he's okay with the take. He wasn't one to swing at anyhow. That's just a good pitch if it finds the zone. It's getting chillier out here, it feels like. Oh, he went, strike 3. Tried to check his swing, looked like he held up, but they called him. So now Gerlich gonna try to be the hero. Try and tie things up. Noah's had a good outing. He's got a couple of hits and a strikeout. Doubled in the second inning. Here's Gorlick. Noah swings through the first one. Frank, the 0-1. Noah takes that one downstairs. The 1-1 pitch. Swung through it, strike 2. Oh, it looks a little uncomfortable up there right now. Houston Christian looking to pick up a win here, and then they'll travel over to St. Stephen's. Just up 360 way. And I believe St. Stephen's, I don't have it in front of me, but their opponent right now will be coming here at 3 for a game. Gorlick calls for time, now steps back in. He's looking at the 1-2 count. And that one's fouled back, we'll do it again. Good job by Noah staying alive. Here's Gorlick. One swing of the bat ties the game. And one swing of the bat could end it. And it does. Strike 3. Ball game. Houston Christian picking up the victory over St. Andrews in the first game of our doubleheader. Highlanders, we will be back here in about, 2 hours. We'll be back for the second game. It's St. John's the Mavericks will be the next opponent. But for now, I would like to thank all of you for tuning in to the broadcast. That was a fun one, a good pitching duel, a 2-1 game. Unfortunately, Highlanders unable to come out of that one on top. My name is and will continue to be Jack Farrell, but I will no longer be broadcasting the game. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in. Hope you all enjoyed the broadcast. For Houston Christian fans, I do believe we will have the second game of your doubleheader on the Vype Live network as well. But until then, we're going to go ahead and sign off. We'll be back for the next game. Should start at around 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thank you to the fine folks at Academy Sports and Outdoors for sponsoring us on the broadcast. Get free shipping on your favorite brands at academy.com, or get free curbside or in-store pickup at your Academy Sports and Outdoors store.